Hi, this is Travis Larson for Fishman, and I'm here at Kraft Music to tell you about the Fishman TriplePlay Connect. TriplePlay Connect is a guitar interface that allows you to plug USB into your iPad and with a free app, play world-class virtual sounds, create loops, export those loops as WAV files, and share musical ideas with your friends or on social media instantly. So, world-class virtual sounds available to you all from the guitar. Learn one instrument and play them all. So to find these virtual sounds, we have a menu of basically instrument types. On the left of the screen, I can tap on one of those instrument types, say piano, and I get a whole selection of pianos to choose from. If I decide that this isn't enough pianos, you see at the end of the menu here, I can go to the Apple Store and I can buy more pianos. So a whole array of horn sections, string sections, synthesizers, bass guitars, even drums available at your fingertips. I can play two sounds at once in a combination. So if I wanted to add an orchestra behind that piano, all I have to do is go in here, tap my second sound, pick out a string section, add that to the piano. Keep in mind that my actual guitar is not even plugged in right now. This is all coming from TriplePlay Connect and the free app. There's three different ways to customize each individual sound within the app. So first, I have an EQ available for each sound. I can transpose keys. I can change the release time and attack and the dynamic response for each sound. Then going down the menu here, I also have what we call MIDI effects. I can do an auto chord where I would play one note and create a chord, arpeggiator, and auto key, allowing you to play any key and not make mistakes if you're not that gifted player yet. Audio effects I have available, a whole array. Right now I just have a reverb on, but if I go into my menu, I have a whole array of audio effects, chorus, flangers, tremolos, speaker simulators, distortions, anything that you would want to tailor your sound. With the Connect app, I can create loops within the app. It also comes with an array of factory loops, drum loops, bass lines, melodic lines, and I can combine those. They're all going to automatically sync, whether I create them myself to the internal click or I use the factory loops. And that allows me to arrange those loops as a song and record that song. I can perform over it, and then I can export it as a WAV file. So let's go through a few of these loops and show you how that works. I have a loop control pad in the app, and I'll start off with a rhythm guitar that I've got saved in there. Now that's going to stay synced, and I can add a drum kit on the one. And we're going to want a bass line with that to jam to, so let's add that. And now I can play melodic lines over that and record the whole performance as one take. Now I can save that performance as a WAV file, and I can upload it to the internet, or I can instantly send it out to friends. Let me show you how that works. I go to My Recordings. There's our recording WAV file. If I push that and I hit Share, it's going to show a whole array of file types that I can export that as. Say it was such a great take, I want to use it on my next record. I'm going to use a high-quality WAV file. If I want to just text it to a friend, and I'm sitting on a park bench coming up with musical ideas, I'm going to use an MP3 probably. When I hit Share, just like any iPad or iPhone, you can find how you want to send that. I get an array of icons showing my texts. I could save it as a note. I could email it, anything I want to do. Another cool thing you can do with WAV files is you can actually drag them onto the fretboard. And this is something that with a old school MIDI system would take hours of programming, but with the Connect app, everything is drag and drop. So it's very, very simple to do things like this. So I can go in and I can grab a WAV file of the drum loop we were just playing with, put that onto the fretboard, and then I can start and stop my drum loop from the actual guitar. This would allow me to put different sound bites, maybe a string pad, maybe I want to do a one-man band kind of looping thing, and I can control everything from the fretboard, not having to worry about pedals on the floor. So because I'm dealing with my iPad, of course I have access to my iTunes library. That means anything that I load into my iTunes library, I can interface with the Connect app. So I can drag my own backing tracks in. I could create loops out of my favorite songs, even from other albums, and play to them. So for instance, down here on the left side, you see where it says iTunes. I select that, and this is my iTunes library. I can go in there, and I can select songs from my own backing tracks, and play backing tracks from my own album, and play along with those. So when importing your own WAV files or creating loops within the app, you can go into the editing page, you can actually see the WAV file itself, and you can select beginning and end points, and you can actually change tempos without changing the pitch of the song. This allows you to alter the tempos of a song, and maybe if you're trying to figure out that really hard guitar part, and you want to slow it down, you can actually even use it for a learning tool and figure out those licks without having to try and rack your brain hearing it as is. So when working with combination sounds, I can use them as a whole sound together, say the strings and electric piano combination. Or I can split up the fretboard and actually designate sections of the fretboard to be active and inactive. So what I do is I go in here, I select split, and you can see the yellow section where I can drag around parameters and the red section. So I can basically decide this is an inactive section of the fretboard, this is an active section with one sound, and an active section with another sound. And so if I want to put piano on part of my fretboard and strings on part, I can do that. Choosing from an array of saxophones, Hammond B3 organs, retro synthesizers, possibilities are endless. The Connect hardware is completely non-invasive on your guitar. You have a removable mount the pickup mounts into, and the hardware actually magnetically sticks to an L bracket that mounts to your strap button. You might be wondering if you can use Connect with other MIDI devices. All the MIDI conversions are done within the hardware. This means that you just have a USB out and it acts as a USB MIDI controller, allowing you to plug into any other USB compliant MIDI devices. Once again, this is Travis Larson with Fishman here at Kraft Music. If you have any other questions about TriplePlay Connect or any Fishman products, please contact your Kraft Music sales advisor. Thanks so much for listening.